What's up, guys? Sports Snippets. Dennis Sullivan. How in the world are you doing? Want to take a few moments with you here. Let's talk a little Super Bowl 57 as that game is approaching us rather quickly. If you do like the content of this particular video, go right ahead. You know what to do. Hit that thumbs up. That would be fantastic. Feel free to subscribe to my channel as well. That would also be equally as fantastic. So let's get started, guys. As I make this video, we are a week away from Super Bowl 57. You may be watching this video only a couple days away from Super Bowl 57. We are, that's due to be played, due to be played on the 12th of February in Glendale, Arizona. And as we all know, that is the Kansas City Chiefs against the Philadelphia Eagles. So if you've seen my videos before, you're really not one to predict teams and stuff like that. I stay away from that part of it for really no reason. I'd usually just talk about what I like and what I observe and all these other things, and sometimes what I don't like. But I will say this, for Super Bowl 57, and you look at the who's favored, let's talk about that first. So right as I make this video, Eagles are favored by about 1.5. It was 2, now it's like about 1.5. But I'll say this, if the game were to be played the next week, meaning on the 5th of February, without the 1 week break that you get on Super Bowl, right? That's common. However, if this were just, boom, we're going to play it the next week, I would definitely favor the Eagles, without question. They're the healthier team. They're the team that looked the most impressive during the playoffs. AFC, NFC, this was the most impressive team from what I saw. However, there are a few factors here. You got the Kansas City Chiefs. You got Mahomes, this has got to help him the extra week with a high ankle sprain. This was a sort of a beat-up Kansas City team a little bit. I mean, they're definitely not as healthy as Philadelphia going in as it is. So this extra week, you're giving Andy Reid an extra week. That's another factor. And the Eagles and Coach Sirianni, they're awesome. I mean, they're a well-coached team, no doubt. But you're giving this veteran Chief team an extra week. That's a big factor, guys. This Chief team this will be their third Super Bowl appearance in 4 years. Historically speaking, the Chiefs have won 2 Super Bowls. Eagles won 1 Super Bowl, as you may recall, about 6 years ago. And that was over the New England Patriots, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get into a little bit more specifics. Now, with the Chiefs, something that you got to look at here is Mahomes. How's he doing it? The Chiefs were number 1 in scoring, not by a lot, but they were number 1 in scoring. I think the Eagles were like number 3 in scoring. Both had different styles, though, because you got Mahomes on one side, Eagles, you got that power running game, and Jalen Hurts as well, who's very good. If it comes down to it, though, you gotta give intangibles here favor the Chiefs, though. I mean, if this game's 24-24, we're heading into the final few minutes, who do you think has the advantage? I'm going to say the Chiefs do. But let's start with the Chiefs for a moment. I mean, you have Isaiah Pacheco, who's filled in nicely as the main running back. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with the injury. He did well. I mean, I think he had about not quite 900 yards rushing, but he did well. And Mahomes uses his running backs in the passing game very well. He'll use Pacheco. He'll use Jerick McKinnon, veteran Jerick McKinnon, out of the backfield as well. And that is something to look for. So you have those two pretty good receiving running backs. Obviously, you got Travis Kelce, one of the best receiving tight ends ever to play the game. And then you don't have Tyreek Hill, but you do have Marquez Valdes-Scantling, who came up big for them in the AFC Championship with over 100 yards receiving. I think he had about 6 catches. Juju Smith-Schuster was quiet in the AFC Championship. However, he had a good season. He is definitely a threat in the passing game for the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the strength of the Eagles, here's where it gets interesting, because you got the strength of the Eagles is their pass defense. Eagles have a very good defense. Eagles are very complete, almost no weakness. I want to talk about them for a minute. When the Chiefs have the ball, it's going to be up to Mahomes to figure this out, and he usually does, but I'm telling you, this Eagle pass defense is really, really good. You talk about the high ankle sprain for Mahomes. What about the shoulder for Jalen Hurts? Maybe the week off helps him too. Seemed like he was not quite himself in the playoffs, really. I mean, it's not that he played bad at all. But he missed a few throws that I think he normally would have made. Maybe this extra week helps Jalen Hurts. When you look Eagles and you want to talk Eagles, you got to look. The most impressive thing, I mean, A.J. Brown is a fantastic receiver, but really what I'm looking at here is they can run that ball. It's Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is fantastic. And then it's Kenneth Gainwell, who really, really has come on strong. Kind of this electrifying back. And they even have Boston Scott, who would factor into the mix on most teams. He's like number 3 on the depth chart for them, and he contributes. And, of course, Hurts himself can hurt you running the football. So, I mean, between Boston Scott, Gainwell, Miles Sanders, and Hurts, that's a lot of potential running the football. I will conclude this video by saying this. The Chiefs, they don't have Tyreek Hill, but you know what? From what I'm seeing, this Chief defense is a little bit better than the other defenses, the other 2 defenses they had in the Super Bowl during this run of 4 years, 3 Super Bowl appearances in 4 years. I think this defense is playing better and might be a little bit better than those other teams. But there's an asterisk here. This is what makes it a toss-up. I think this game is a toss-up. The Eagle defense is as good a defense as the Chiefs have ever played in the Super Bowl. So this is really a toss-up game. I'm going to give the edge, though, slight edge, to the Chiefs, because I think if it's close fourth quarter, Mahomes will figure it out. He will figure it out. And that's my story, guys, and I am sticking to it. Let me know what you think. Let me know who you like. Eagles, really? I can see it's almost a pick 'em as it is, guys. 1.5 favorites is nothing. It's nothing. So let me know what you think. Game will be played again. That's a little bit after 6 p.m. Eastern on the 12th of February. Sports Snippets, Dennis Sullivan saying, I'll see you, yes you, real soon. Thank you for watching, of course. Bye for now.